You are looking at a live picture of the rubble from the Murray stacks that just came towering down just a few minutes ago. You're looking at millions of tons of bricks that built the two stacks. We're told more than 20 million pounds of bricks.
Pounds, yeah.
Absolutely amazing. In a matter of seconds, those two went down.
Okay, if you missed it, we've got a number of different angles. This is from a traffic camera at the belt route 215 around 280 east, around the Fashion Place area. And you can see those stacks came crashing down. This next shot, a little bit closer. It's an amazing sight as all that history comes crashing down.
And our third view is a little bit farther away. You can definitely still see the bottom of that coming down. Absolutely amazing. Very detailed on that shot. These are replays, by the way. Unbelievable. And the final shot looks like it's our traffic camera through Parley's. It's just amazing. This could be seen very far throughout the valley.
That's amazing. We're going to go back out to Sue Thompson. She is live with the EPA officials. Sue, any reaction from those folks? They had hoped it would go well. Are they saying it did?
Well, Mark, of course, they are not going to have an official report for at least a half an hour, but we can tell you this. Immediately after this demolition this morning, obviously, you saw the dust there at home. These stacks fell northward, and when they did, there was a huge plume of dark brown dust that just seemed to move throughout the street, covering almost some of the buildings. It was it's dissipated quite a bit at this time, but we saw some EPA officials and also some police officers frantically running in that direction to look at the dust and see if everything was okay. We have gotten word that that dust is something that they expected. They are sending air monitoring officials in to take a look and check out that situation. You may be hearing a siren right now. We have just been told from the Environmental Protection Agency that that is the all clear siren. So apparently, hopefully in a matter of minutes, if not in the next half hour, they should be opening the roads here in Murray, the roads that they had closed off today for this demolition. Of course, did want to talk to you about the dust, but air monitoring officials are on their way. They expected this thick plume of dust to the north when this demolition happened, and they are, of course, they will be monitoring the pollution levels in the air throughout the day, and we will, of course, bring you updates when they make them available. Mark, back to you.
Sue, our documentary producer here in the studio, Jerry Anders, said that there was some asbestos on the inside of that taller stack. We're hoping that all that dust is not in an area where there are homes. Can you tell, is that all staying in the evacuated area?
You know what? They mostly went northward on State Street. We can tell you a little ways off in the distance, maybe a half a mile or so, there is an apartment complex, the Lost Creek Apartments. In fact, we had one of our photographers up there in that location. Haven't got a word from him yet or a report as to whether the dust has reached that area, but yeah, there is not too far down the street an apartment complex and a few homes in that area.
You can see just how much haze is in the air. Sue Thompson, thanks a lot.
We are now going to go live to Fox 13's Megan Henderson, who is standing by with some spectators this morning. Megan, obviously the crowd's still there. What's the reaction to some of the people out there?
Well, you know, Courtney, there's been mixed reactions, some excitement, some gasps as these stacks went down, but a lot of sadness and tears as well. Joining me now is Heidi. You were one of the ones crying. You've grown up here in Murray. What did these stacks mean to you?
They meant a lot to me. They used to be a landmark when we'd come home from camping or just when we were up somewhere where we didn't know when we were little. We could see the smokestacks, knew we were almost home. And just walking out of Murray High every day coming home from school, we used to walk home and just see them.
How important was it for you to be here? You guys got here on Friday night.
We did. We weren't going to miss it for the world at all. And there was only 4 of us out here. We were part of the crazy Murrayites, but we stuck it out. And as people, as time went on, people got here and we had a good view, front row. So
it happened so quickly. Is that what you were expecting?
I wasn't expecting them to fall the way they did, but anyway, it was heartbreaking. So cried a whole lot.
Heidi, thank you very much for being with us. Again, Courtney, the crowd is just starting to make their way out of here. The roads are actually looking pretty clear right now, but a lot of emotion, as we said, some excitement, but a lot of tears as well as kind of the end of an era happens here. We're going to go ahead and send it back to you.
All right, Megan, thank you very much. We'll look forward to your full report tonight at 9.
Okay, if you missed it, gather the kids and gather everybody around the television. We have a a look at those smokestacks coming down. Happened about 11 minutes ago. This is a shot from the south side of the belt route, and it took about 10 seconds. Here's another shot a little closer to those stacks on 53rd South. It's amazing.
Unbelievable. Watch the bottom. Take a look at the bottom of the stacks. Basically coming down piece by piece. Absolutely amazing.
8 million pounds of bricks on the little one, 12 million pounds of brick.
This is a view from our traffic camera again through Parley's Canyon. Definitely a sight well seen today throughout the Salt Lake Valley. Unbelievable.
You can see Jerry Andersch's documentary. It's called Giants on the Skyline. That's on KUED. That's Channel 7. It's going to happen at 3 o'clock this afternoon. You're going to want to watch Fox 13 News tonight at 9 o'clock. So a great idea. Watch the documentary. Watch the news tonight right here, and you can get a great perspective on just what has happened today.
And if you want your own copy of that documentary, you can purchase it for $5 and contact the Murray City Parks and Recreation Department for details. And that number is 264-2614.
And as the smokestacks come tumbling down once again, Murray City, and in fact all of Salt Lake Valley, has said goodbye to a big part of history today.
That's right. The large stack, 92 years old. The smaller stack, 98 years old. Unbelievable.
And a lot of emotion in Murray today, and we are going to be tracking for you the environmental impacts of what has happened today. A lot of that dust is a big concern to environmental groups, so we'll keep an eye on that for you, and we will have full coverage for you tonight on the news at 9 o'clock. Well, you can't see this too many times. It's amazing.
It is. It's a part of history that built the town of Murray. Absolutely amazing. In just a matter of seconds was taken down. And here's our last shot for the morning. Unbelievable, taken from our camera at Parley's Canyon. A shot of the valley. How dramatic is that?
A valley that will never look quite the same. Thanks for joining us. Tune in to complete team coverage of today's demolition tonight on Fox 13 News at 9.
Fox News Sunday is next. Hope you have a great Sunday.
This is a Fox 13 News special report.